وحسن مآب. إلهي
صلاة القيام أثابكم الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome to Nastv Africa, where we manifest Africa's greatness, and this is our annual daily Ramadan lecture. And today we have honor of having Alhaji Abikan, the medical director of Abikan Hospital and Wellness Center, all the way from Boston, United States of America. To give us tips, this program is sponsored by Abikan Hospital and Wellness Center, and because they have so much to share with public, they have so much to share with the Muslim brother and sister, and even non-Muslim that are watching, that you do fast. So there's so much to learn from him today. So you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, please, briefly, can you tell us about yourself and what you do and why you are in Nigeria at this point in time?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Abikan. I was born and raised in Ilorin here, and I had opportunity to travel out abroad around the age of 22 years of age, and I was interested in the medical field. I studied here in Nigeria a little bit before I went abroad, and I was able to. I did nursing and I did MBA in United States. So right now I'm the medical director of Abikan Hospital and Wellness Center. That's a little bit about me.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's go straight to the point. And as a medical practitioner and a owner of hospital for that matter, and a Muslim brother, we are in fasting period now. There's a lot of people that are afraid of maybe fasting because of different kind of health issues or health matters or health conditions. So let me come like this. Can you explain the physiological changes that occur in the body during Ramadan fasting? Let's start from there.
That's a very good question. Thank you very much for the question.
Yes,
we start in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Allah is so merciful to us to bless us with the month of Ramadan. Ramadan carrying to our viewers.
Okay.
So as Allah says in the only Quran that Ya bisbada auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Allah ordained this fasting to us as He has ordained it to people before us. For what purpose? For us to have taqwa of Allah, to have God fear. So during Ramadan, it's a period of forgiveness, it's a period of mercy, and we are also blessed with the one significant night of Laylatul Qadr during Ramadan. So it's a joyous occasion for all Muslims around the world. So what I want to discuss here today is about what's the physiological changes that happen to us during Ramadan. So, and why I'm gonna share two studies, so that I'm not just talking from my own point of view. There was one study that conducted in Turkey that study people. They have case study, group study, and people that case study. Both groups, there are people that are fasting and the people that are not fasting. So they actually studied the people that are obese that are fasting.
Okay.
And people that are not fasting.
People that are fat.
Yes.
Okay.
The obese and fat that are fasting. And also the people that are non-Muslim, just for the case studies, to study what happened during that month, the whole month of fasting, compared to the people that are not fasting. So they tested them, they did some basic testing. They tested their blood sugar, cholesterol level, CBC. They did all this stuff. They tested their weight. They tested their waist circumference. So their weight and BMI all are checked before the study began, before the Ramadan. So, and they were equally tested after the month of Ramadan, and they saw significant changes in obese people that are, fat, compared to the other group. They've seen some significant changes in their body system, meaning that they saw the result was that their blood pressure was better, a lot better, and their weight, they had significant weight loss during Ramadan. Their BMI, this BMI, the comparison of the weight and the height of someone can determine whether you are moderately obese, you are obese, or you are normal stature. So it's also improved. So why doing all this is that to show significance of fasting that we may not even know why before. Now that medical field has improved significantly, that we can test all these things, the parameter, to see that, okay, let's study the people that are fasting compared to people that are not fasting. So they saw in their cardiovascular health was improved. Insulin sensitivity is improved, meaning that those who are diabetic that are fasting, that their insulin sensitivity improved, meaning that it's not so resistant, especially for type 2 diabetes that I'm talking about. Type 1 diabetes, you can't really fast because you are not producing, your pancreas is not really producing any insulin, meaning that you have to eat and you have to take insulin. So they are exempt from fasting. There are other things that they can do during Ramadan. But people with type 2 diabetes, it's a chronic disease that fasting helps them for insulin sensitivity, meaning that their diabetes is more manageable during fasting than those who are not fasting. So cardiovascular system, what are the risk factors? The blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, you have significant health risk of heart disease. Also, if you are obese, that's when we are talking about BMI, body mass index. So getting your weight to appropriate level, it's helps to decrease cardiovascular disease. Also, being diabetic is another thing that we already explained that prior. And just check your weight. All these things are benefits that they see a significant improvement during Ramadan. There was another study that I want to share with you. This study was conducted by Dr. Barma. He studied some mice with control group and study group. So he fed these mice within certain period of time. Like, let's say he gave them food around for period of 8 to 10 hours that they can eat whenever, and for the rest of 14 hours they are not eating at all. So, and he compared them to those who eat at any period of time, but he managed to limit their calorie to the same thing. They are all eating the same calorie per day, but some mice they can eat at any time.
Okay.
Why some are limited to eat whatever they have to eat during this period of time. So while testing, did some lab tests on them, he saw a significant change in their weight. The blood test that he did afterward was a lot improved. So this shows us that fasting during Ramadan, apart from the ibadat, spiritual benefits for Muslims, we also have health benefit, a lot of health benefits for people that are fasting.
Okay, thank you very much for this detailed explanation. And that's by and large, by implication, what you've just told us that the advised balanced diet, change of lifestyle when it comes to feeding, the Ramadan or the fasting quite come to help.
It captures the whole thing. So it means that we that were fasting during the Ramadan, we should balance our diets. And one thing that some people can have significant impact during Ramadan, why some people don't. One of the reasons why is that if someone is binge eating during that period, you will still have your reward. Your weight loss may not be as significant as people that are eating moderately during Ramadan. So it means that it's not the time for us to be, even when we're having our suhoor and we're breaking our fast, we should eat moderately. This is the advice of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He asks us for Muslims to divide their stomach into three. One part of it is for food, the other part for water, and leave the other for your empty, so that you are not having complication in your stomach. So this is a good advice for us, and we make sure that we eat good food during Ramadan, fruits, vegetables, or the balanced diet that we can have.
And so when you say good food during Ramadan, are you saying that during fast? Because you see some people when they want to break the fast in the evening, they have egg, they have pizza, they have meat, they have amala, they have rice. Is that what you advise, or what you advise? Any advice for the people like this?
It's what I'm saying in essence is to have a balanced diet, to have fruits as part of your diet while you are breaking, in everything in moderation.
Okay.
Your carbohydrates should be there, your protein should be there, but don't eat in excess. Have room for water and have a little bit room for not being turning around during the night and you are not able to sleep because you eat so much.
Okay. And you do this until you gain the full benefits.
Absolutely. We can see it in the example of the rats case study that we saw, that they are all this eating the same thing, but the fact that these rats are fed for 10 hours and they were fasting for 14 hours, and they are eating the same calorie, they are consuming the same amount of calorie, and they see significant changes in those that are fasting for that period of 14 hours.
So fasting is generally recommended. It's good. It's
good for those who can fast. There are some cases that some people mention type 1 diabetes that those people, they may not be able to fast. There are some people with chronic disease that if fasting will harm them, it's not recommended for them to fast. But there are other things that they can do, such as feeding those people that are fasting. So those they can use that to either complement what and we have some people that are too old to fast or too young to fast. Those are the people that are exempt. But the people that don't have chronic issue, they just have one acute issue that prevented them from fasting. It means that they just have to break their fast that day and they have to make it up after the Ramadan.
Thank you very much. I think as you can hear, you can all hear the physiological benefits of fasting during Ramadan, and the Abikan really explained this to us. Thank you very much. Finally, can you explain there's some people that are meant to be using drugs? Of course, if you are sick, you are exempted from fasting.
Yeah,
so but those that have regular drugs to use, maybe, what do you advise?
So, as you said, for those people that are very sick, people with chronic disease that is not going to be healing, that they cannot do without eating for certain hours, those are exempt from fasting. For the people that are taking drug chronically, that they are taking drug maybe twice a day, they can take their drug while they are eating, in the morning, and if it's twice a day, they can take it at night when they break their fast. So, but there are some people that they are not able to do that. If you are sick, that instead of harming yourself because you are fasting, you need to break that fast.
Thank you. So finally, what is the general advice for Muslims, brothers and sisters out there?
General advice is that we are blessed. We are so blessed during the month of Ramadan to be able to fast. Even though there's a little anxiety, Ramadan is coming, but the first effect of it is for few days, that before 10 days of Ramadan, you're already used to the fasting. By that time, at the beginning of fasting, maybe first day may be tough, second day, third day, by 5 to 10 days, you are getting used to it. So it's a blessing for us, and we get a lot of reward during Ramadan, and it's also opportunity for us to lose our weight and to improve our health.
Thank you very much.
Health is wealth for everybody.
Exactly. A lot of opportunity for us to lose our weight and maintain our good health. Thank you very much for this. We're so much happy to have you. Medical practitioner, and if you have any question, you can see the phone number displayed on our screen. So please pick the number and call. And whatever question you have, you can consult. And by the grace of God, I'm sure you are going to respond to.
Absolutely.
Whatever question you have pertaining to your health matters, then we direct you what to do. So my name is Nastv and from Nastv Africa, and this is Nastv Africa annual Ramadan program. Till we meet again tomorrow, I remain yours. Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem.
We also use this medium to appreciate our sponsors for supporting this daily Ramadan lecture program. May Allah accept it from you as an act of ibadah. Jazakumullahu khairan. Follow, watch, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nastv Africa, Facebook at Nastv Africa, Instagram at Nastv.Africa, and TikTok at Nas Business Coach or Nastv Abdul. Thank you.